Straight out of the left coast of the coast in the east. Started off on the quest to find his favorite drink. We talk sports, comics, silver screen. Don't forget about the music, cause we loving the beats. A slice of life for the whole damn pie. We got it all. We know you feeling the vibe. From old Gen X to young Gen Z. Either way, we gon' drink. It's Son and Pops.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Son and Popsculture. I'm Son.
And I'm Pops.
And this is episode 120.
120.
Yes.
We're out of the teens. Makes me want to scream. That's all I got. That's all I got. We're finally out of the teens.
Finally out of the teens, and you still made a rhyme for the teens.
Well, what rounds were 20?
Yeah, I know.
Tuente. I have no idea. Tuente.
I don't know.
Fluente. I don't know.
This is episode 120.
120. Wow. It's crazy.
So, who are we?
We are Son and Pops Culture. Now, what we do here at Son and Pops Culture is give you our take on movies, music, video games, comic books, literature, sports, anime, a little slice of life. Sometimes you get the whole pie. East and West, young and old, X and Z, Son and Pops. Where can the people find us at, buddy?
You can check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Son and Pops Culture. There we have highlights of the show, the full visual episodes up on YouTube, and we do other fun stuff on our trivia, on our Instagram and stuff. So if you ever want us to talk about a certain something or just want to chat, hit us up because we love hearing from you guys.
Yeah, we love hearing from our listeners. And hey, if we haven't told you, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it without you. Speaking of social media though, bud, before we get into it, have you talked to our production team about us getting a Letterboxd account or no?
I have thought about it. We have our own. I don't really think we should have our podcast one.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Well, hey, check us
each
both
have
out.
Our own.
Yeah, but they don't know who we are. They think your name is Son. So,
well, no, if you know me,
if you know, you know. Do you?
If you know who we are, you know how to find my letterbox. I think I have it in my.
I'm just saying
in the link tree.
Well, I say all this because I wrote my first review on Letterboxd this week. So, yeah, people, check me out on Letterboxd if you can find me. Because my name ain't Pops, so so that'll be the one piece.
I'll add it to the link tree. I know mine's already on there.
Oh, so. Is it okay? Yeah. Because if you don't know what Letterboxd is, it's like, what is Letterboxd, bud? Social media for movies,
like rating movies and stuff.
I'm a big fan of it. You can go in there, you can rate movies, you can write reviews, you can have a wish list, a watch list. And you should share with other people and see what they're checking out. Your cousin Dominique might write some pretty entertaining reviews when she writes them. So, check out Letterboxd.
I have. You can make lists too, not just watch lists, like rank lists and stuff. So,
okay.
I have a Mission Impossible one in the works.
Oh, that's right, because you're in the middle of the watch, a long watch. All right. Well, I guess we'll start where we always start. With an argument about coffee. Now, with this week's drink. This week's drink started as a 21-year-old's quest to find his favorite drink, but has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whenever we want, because either way, we gon' drink. What do you have for the people today, Son?
Today, I have another cup of coffee. Same thing. Middle of the afternoon, I'll record it. Yeah. Early afternoon for me, so just oat milk, honey, coffee.
Not bad. I'm kind of following your lead. I have the same thing as last week. Nature's Viagra, aka watermelon juice, with a little scoop of matcha, strawberry matcha. So it does a body good, people. Does a body good. Trying to make healthy choices. I just love food. That's my problem. I just love food. But anyways, cheers, bud. This week's drink.
At least juice is like juiced food.
And I can't chug this. So there's that.
Yeah, that's your kryptonite.
It's so cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to get into the poll? This poll in progress, I should say.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. Because every week, if you didn't know, on our Instagram, there is a poll posted on Saturdays, and then I share the results. But this one's still in progress, so we're just gonna keep you updated, give you a little sneak peek on what it's looking like. So this question this week was, what is the best vampire movie?
Mm-hmm.
And the options were Blade, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Sinners, and The Lost Boys. So as we speak at this time of this recording, last place is Lost Boys. No votes yet.
That's a crime.
I'm surprised.
Travesty.
Gen X hasn't checked the Instagram yet, I'm guessing.
Must
votes
be.
have to be. Votes will come in for that.
Yeah, has to. Yeah. I saw that movie about 48 times. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've actually never watched it, but I know
that was like one of those
like classic.
I don't watch scary movies. So just me renting Lost Boys. It was vampires, bud, and it was me. So I was like, I'm gonna take a chance on this. So I took a chance, and then I loved it. And then they went to the biggest comic book store ever. That's like how it started in the comic book store, and I was like, that's a big ass comic book store. So I was all like geeked out about that. But yeah, I love that movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I didn't know that. I did not know that. But that's in last right now, and then tied for second is Blade and Bram Stoker's Dracula.
That's fair. I mean, on a different day, if this would have been last week and you did this poll, I would either pick Lost Boys or Bram Stoker's Dracula, for sure.
Well, I did this poll this week for a reason.
Yeah, I know it, and I'm saying so. My opinion has changed. So you might call it recency bias if you want, but I'm here to tell you I saw a classic this week. I saw instant vintage this week. So so what's number one, baby?
Before I say number one, I am surprised Dracula got some votes. Happy for it.
It's a good movie.
I'm surprised with our fan base. But number one is Sinners. Just came out.
A little sin.
We'll be reviewing that at the end of this episode, so stay tuned.
Yes, we will.
It's not recency bias. It deserves that number one spot. And go check it out if you have not.
I am looking forward to talking about this film.
Yeah, me too.
I am just on many levels. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Before we dive into it, I promise you, I tell you the significance of this shirt.
Oh, okay. So, listeners, audio listeners,
yeah,
you're wearing a Captain America shirt. Like
I am wearing, with Captain America's shield on it.
Yeah.
And to those that know, shout out to my man Ryan. To those who are in the know, they already know what it is. On this day in 2019, Avengers Endgame dropped.
Oh, wow.
And Captain America picked up Thor's hammer. So, the hardest moment in cinematic history occurred. So to commemorate that day,
5 years ago.
I wore this shirt. Yeah, buddy. Wow. So, yeah. So,
okay, I didn't know that's why. I can't believe that was 5 years ago.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, my man Ryan sent it to me. He said on this day, it was a whole clip on this day in 2019, like the hardest moment. I was like, damn right. This is damn right. So, yeah. That happened. So I just had to share. So yeah, people get up. Yep. If you didn't see Endgame, I don't know what rock you were living under. I mean, sorry. Spoilers, people. Captain America picks up Thor's hammer.
You don't deserve a spoiler warning if at this point, 5 years ago.
They're like, I was halfway through the MCU timeline. You ruined everything. I'm like, man, you're more than late. So anyways, party's over. But anyways, so where are we starting at today, bud?
I think we should start with some sports news.
Yes, indeed.
Once a quarter, we talk about sports.
Yeah, today is the day.
Today's the day because the NFL draft is it over yet? And it started Thursday, but
it's weird. The rounds that we generally care about already happened, but for some reason today
Yeah,
still
round
5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, we're still very interesting to people. Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because Shedeur Sanders had probably the most historic drop in the draft ever.
Yeah.
Projected to go top 5.
Yeah.
And then to first round.
Yeah.
And now he's a 5th rounder.
Yeah, and he got picked by the Browns, who already have like 5 quarterbacks.
Yeah, who they picked the quarterback in the 3rd round.
So, yeah, that's
Gabriel's,
true.
whatever his name is.
Do they have Pickens now, too? No, Pickens is with the Eagles.
They have Pickett.
Pickett, yeah, Pickett. Sorry, I always mess up.
So they have Deshaun Watson, who Achilles injury, and just nobody wants him. They got Kenny Pickett from the Eagles, signed Joe Flacco, and then they drafted the Oregon quarterback in the 3rd round, and then they drafted Shedeur in the 5th round.
So, what do you think led to Shedeur's historic slide in the draft? I mean, did he not have the stats?
No, I think so. I think it is crazy that it's not crazy that he didn't go in the 1st round. What's crazy?
That's acceptable.
No, what's crazy is the quarterback drafted above him. Like everyone knew Cam Ward was going to be first, but like Jackson Dart, you could put a debate in for Jalen Milroe. He's just super athletic. He has a high ceiling. But like, what's his face? Tyler, I don't even know. The guy from Louisville. And then the quarterback from Oregon, like them getting drafted. Like all the quarterbacks drafted above him. It's like, wow, what is the statement they're making?
Well, it's not like, I mean, he had like a 74% completion rate when he played. Oh, wait, he did. Okay. He didn't turn his program around. Wait, yeah, he did that too. There has to be a reason why he slid in the draft the way he did. I wish I could put my finger. He's outspoken. He's kind of but Baker Mayfield was too. And so was Johnny Manziel too.
I think it's a little more.
It's just weird. It's so weird that he dropped in the draft the way he did. I don't watch enough sports to really comment on it. I'm just sitting here.
No, it is very weird. He drops as far as he did. I'm not. You are a Shedeur stan. You are biased in this.
How am I biased?
Because
I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm biased of his father. I'm not gonna lie. I am. Yeah.
And that's so. People are making the joke. Shedeur must have had Kanye West level interviews with these teams for him to drop. Like, what was he saying?
Wow.
What was he saying?
Well,
but the realistic thing that people are like, he probably just dropped because of the package that comes with drafting him. You have his father who will be outspoken. You have just the media attention just on him, and like does that? I'm not justifying him dropping to the 5th round.
Yeah,
but like just for as good as he was, he is not worth the hassle or the headache that will come with the media and everything. He is not a top 10 pick.
I'm just putting my glass down, bud. That's all I was doing. I'm gonna speak when you're done. I'm gonna speak when you're done.
I'm just saying the attention that he is getting. I mean, like you just said, we're talking about the 5th round because he wasn't drafted yet. Yeah. So
he went 144.
Yeah, which is nuts. And I do feel bad because it shouldn't be as loaded as he is, but it's interesting.
Well, here's my thoughts. Everything you're saying about the package that comes with him, that's all true. But this is the thing, people. This is a fucking super unique situation. There's never been a kid going to the draft that's had this level of, like, he's Deion Sanders' son. Like, yeah, the Mannings were Archie Manning's kids, but Archie Manning played prior to what media is today. Whereas, like, what media is today, the access we have to these people, all the bright lights and everything else, and his father being as omnipresent as he is, there's never been a kid in a draft that's had to endure what this kid has endured, and is going to have that behind him coming in. So to hold that against him is unfair. That's unfair.
It is. I mean, it is.
It's just 100% unfair. And I saw a meme, or not a meme. It wasn't a meme. I saw a thing that said that they said he was purposely tanking interviews with teams that he didn't want to pick him. Okay, that actually makes sense. Like, why wouldn't? Why he knows he's getting drafted. Like the reality is that he knew he was getting drafted. Everybody knew he was getting drafted. So why would you try to sell yourself to someone that you don't want to have buy you? Like, why would you do that? So I mean, it's just crazy to me because like you said, we're talking about the 5th round because this dude dropped from potential top 10 all the way down to the 5th, and he ended up getting picked by a team who seems like they just picked him because like shit, why not? Like they literally were like, well, like they're like, why not? Because it's not even like
early to pick him too.
In the 5th, they traded up in the 5th to get him.
Pretty sure.
Then this was
it's very weird.
See, but that actually makes it seem so much worse because at first it's like, well, maybe the league was trying to teach him a lesson, or maybe like, but that's just like, this was like no rhyme or reason type shit. Because like,
well, he also didn't like throw at the combine, and like he did other stuff.
Well, him not doing the combine was literally like, I mean, because I remember watching the combine with your uncle, and he's like, yeah, he's not participating, but then your uncle was kind of like, he doesn't really have to, so. But then you said that his highlight reel looks very similar to somebody else's highlight reel. So
yeah, the joke is that his highlight reel is just a Travis Hunter highlight reel. That's just a joke, but I mean, I don't watch enough college football to say.
Yeah, I
have heard he doesn't have a deep ball. He's not too mobile. That he had college does subtract sacks from your rushing yards, but he had negative rushing yards.
Okay.
Negative.
Okay. Well, that's so funny.
He was the second best, third best quarterback in this draft.
Because the argument, and it wasn't a strong draft for a quarterback, but that's so funny. You're talking about his rushing yards because that's always the argument for certain quarterbacks that they don't stay in the pocket, that they're too quick to run. So he doesn't run, gets negative yards, and they hold that against him.
No, I said he's not like too mobile.
Oh, okay.
You get.
I get
what you're saying with not they take off too fast, but there's also the debate. Well, maybe his pocket awareness isn't good because he's
and that's why he's getting sacked.
Yes, like I don't watch enough, so I don't know.
I don't either. I'm just talking. I guess we'll see. But it's crazy because they were saying I read an article. I think I sent it to you or to your uncle. And they were saying he should have just tried to go back to college, even though technically he isn't. But I guess with all this NIL stuff, they've exposed a lot of antitrust laws that were broken by the NCAA. So there's a chance that he actually would have been able to go back and play another year. And they're like, and he would have made more money off of the NIL than he's going to make now as a professional, which is insane. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays out. Lord, humble me now. But we'll see.
Maybe it's also another thing where it's like, now that he's a 5th rounder, you're not obligated to. You don't have like the label as with like first rounders. Like, well, we have to give him a chance. We invested so much in him.
Yeah.
But it's like this. It's like, okay, here's your shot.
Yeah, he like has to like make the team.
Yeah.
Like preseason, he'll get a lot of burn in the preseason. Theoretically.
Yeah, we'll see. The Cleveland Browns quarterback situation's interesting.
That's a lot of quarterbacks. But
yeah, well, one of them can't even move.
Yeah, so he's not very mobile. But
he was awful.
But anyways,
when he got to the Browns, and he's an awful person. But
so
it's different.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We're gonna keep our eyes on you, Shador, and you too, Coach Prime. He was sick. He was sick when he didn't get picked in the second. He was real sick. So yeah,
proves the point, I guess. But it's a sucky situation.
Yeah. But hey,
you saw his room, right? That he was waiting in.
What, all the hats and stuff? That room?
Legendary everywhere.
Yeah,
it was a whole set.
Yeah,
with all the hats and he had the dancers and whatnot.
Yeah. Well,
3 days later.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that'll humble you a bit.
Yeah,
That'll humble
that's
you a
just
bit.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, but mercy.
But
yeah,
he's still a millionaire by the end of the day.
Yeah, we're talking about him, so
Mm-hmm.
you know he's getting that Son and Pops bump right now. We're gonna put him over for those of you who don't know who he is. Now you know. So, yeah, that was sports, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Moving on to.
Oh, we have more sports actually.
We do.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I forgot this. This is a very competitive.
Uncle Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, I'm going to talk briefly. I told your mother and your grandmother you weren't letting me talk about this for real long because it's just the whole thing is just so absurd.
It's a whole mess.
It's just
how old is Shannon Sharpe? He's like
Shannon Sharpe is 50 something. He's 30 years older than his accuser. So
she was 19.
Yeah, when it started. Yeah, she was 19 and he was 50
he's 56.
Something. Yeah, so he's 30 years older than his accuser. I don't know. There were accusations made. She's looking to get what, 50 million? Is that what's going on right now?
Oh, I don't know. Like I'm hearing so much. Like it's not so much. What's the word? Like it sounded like it was a consensual relationship, but like it was still like, Unc, why are you messing with a 19-year-old?
Yeah.
After being warned.
Yeah, like
Monique. I think it was Monique.
Yeah, Monique. She's like, what you need to get. Yeah, she told him you need to get yourself a big black woman.
Yes,
cooking turkey wings with gravy. yeah.
And I'm seeing other clips of his podcast, and it's just like, man, why are you saying that? Like you're 50 something. Like
you're 50.
I get some sense. Like this is something college kids talk like.
Yeah, he but I mean,
he got caught.
He got caught up because you know, I guess she little freak nasty, and
I heard.
And she was a wild one, boy. she was a wild one, and I guess with her stance is that she said no, and he didn't stop. You know, and his whole thing is like, no, that was our relationship. That's how we got down. So,
latest I saw was he posted on his Instagram like his statement, but the funny thing was, it was a screenshot. This shows his age. It was a screenshot, and it was clearly what his PR team had sent him because it was on the left hand side. It was on what he typed. So he instead of he just copy and pasting in his notes and then posting that or typing in the Instagram caption, he screenshotted the text they sent him and posted it.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So it just shows that he's 56.
Yeah.
he's like, what is these? What? Those are emojis, Shannon. Oh, emojis. You don't say.
He's taking a break from ESPN and whatnot.
Yeah. She sent me a semicolon, and a parenthesis. Oh, it's a.
He starts cracking up. He's like, she's so funny.
She's funny. That girl funny. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Did you see the text messages?
No.
All right, I'm not going to get into them. I'm really not because I want to talk about sinners. So I'm not going to get into them.
Freaky,
but
they're freaky. They're on some freak stuff.
Oh yeah. She hey, can I just say?
Don't say a specific one.
My gosh. Okay, people. You know,
it's funny because a couple episodes ago we were talking about Shannon Sharpe and something he did. When he got leaked.
He got leaked and he was making animal noises.
Yes.
Well, so this is the thing, though. But this is the thing. Part of this case is that there's text messages that he put out there now where she was pissed about the leak and wanted him to make a formal apology to her, like how you would apologize to your fans. Like, I'm going to let everybody down. He was like, "Oh, you're acting real childish." That's what he said. He said, "I already said I'm sorry. You're being real childish right now." She wanted a formal apology for the leak because the leak wasn't her.
Yeah.
The leak was somebody else. So she was mad that he was giving the business to somebody else and it leaked. I was like, these two are crazy. I'm like, and then the audio.
Please don't have this stress find me at 50 years old. having side pieces left and right.
Oh my gosh, that'd be terrible.
How is he juggling this, man?
I don't know.
On TV every other day.
Look, I told your uncle, I said, this reminds me of like when Tiger Woods got caught up. And I'm like, where was your crew at? Where were the homies at to be like, hey, bro, let me talk to you for a minute, man. Like, nah, don't do that. Like, nah, he just was out there wilding.
People were trying to talk to him.
That dude was, I'm 50 years old with a 6-pack. I'm getting after it. He was out there getting after it. Should have been home just chilling. Had him a bad one sitting at home, but nope. I mean, but in the girl, hey, your uncle sent me the audio of them talking.
I have.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bud. Me and that girl would have had a 40-second conversation. I'd have been like, "You're stupid as hell. I can't talk to you." Like I'd have been like, "I can't talk. I literally cannot talk to you. Like get away from me," because she doesn't. Yeah, I'm just saying. So people say what they want. There's some wild stuff going on. That's all I know. Hopefully the truth will come out, and because they're saying he leaked. They're saying he leaked so much. So didn't leak, but put so much stuff out there just to get ahead of the public opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because once accusations are made, people will always just say what they say. That's the one thing. But this isn't that type of podcast, so I'm not going to get into all that stuff. But yeah, Shannon Sharpe's out here wilding out again. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll find out. Someone else who's wilding out. Oh, man. Who leaked this information on his own. Kanye West, we known he's been crazy.
Crazy.
For lack of a better,
crazy. Yeah.
He's mentally unstable. But yeah, Kanye West. He dropped a new song this week. Did you have a chance to listen to it?
No, didn't even bother. To be honest with you.
Me neither. I heard what I needed to hear because in this song, he reveals that he had a sexual relationship with his cousin.
Yes, he did.
When he was a preteen teenager.
Yeah, 14. Tell you it's 14.
He's okay.
Yeah, tell you it's 14.
Yeah, so
wait, so he revealed it. He tweeted it first.
He tweeted it and then
he released the song? Okay.
I think he tweeted it for the song.
For the song, okay.
Yeah.
He was like tweet sent.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude.
So that's family business, I guess. You can't listen to that song anymore.
Like that family business, I guess. Oh my God, stop.
Oh man. I'm not gonna say what explicitly what he's he says it. Like
he says it. I mean,
God, why? Why was this?
Oh my gosh. Look.
Why? Why was this released? Why did he say this?
Look, this man is out of his mind. And there's clearly no one within a 10-mile radius of him that can stop him. He's out of his whole mind.
Yeah.
Like he said, he tweeted something about being with Kim and he should have been with Paris. He basically was just like married a nanny or some shit. Yeah. He's literally doing things. He has kids. Like that's my whole thing. I don't care that Kanye's crazy. But Kanye,
you released a song and your kids obviously heard it.
Yeah, like you have kids and you're setting your kids up for like a lot of therapy. There's some therapists in Beverly Hills that's like
they need to be in it now.
Yeah, let's get after it. Make another track, Kanye. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I've never seen any. This is the most public meltdown ever, and it's been like prolonged
years. Yes.
I'm just like this dude's like that. He's like that volcano under Yellowstone. It's just I'm just like percolating for like forever. It really hasn't even blown yet. Wait till it really blows. We're going to be like, what? What just happened? Yeah, so he's going to be on a building somewhere putting lipstick on and dancing around. We're going to be like, oh, Kanye's super crazy today. Like, what is going on? Yeah, so, my
he's going to be acting like Tyler Perry's character. What's her name?
Medea. We're like, oh,
You heard.
Oh. Yeah, Kanye, he's on one, man. I don't even know. I know I can't defend him. I've been defending him like what 3 years now. When we stopped defending Kanye?
Once he started talking about a certain religion,
we
couldn't.
We were like, well, can't even say he's a musical genius anymore. Now he's just crazy. So, yep. So yeah, that sucked. But yeah, I can't support anything Kanye does right now. That man needs help. He needs a legit intervention. And
I don't. Yeah.
The family reunion is going to be real awkward this year, though. I know that.
The what?
The family reunion Thanksgiving is going to be wild.
Oh, yeah.
But
the cousin's in jail. So.
Yeah, he's in jail.
don't have to worry about that.
Funny, he said it wasn't his dad's Playboys. It was the ones he found in his mom's closet that showed. I was like, what are you saying right now, Kanye?
Yeah, so
Come
like
on,
now
man.
he thinks his mom was a lesbian.
I'm like, what in the world? Like, oh my goodness. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? But anyways,
I think that's enough news of the Wild and Out.
Yeah, the Wild and Out. Like on a lighter note,
1 week. Yeah. On a lighter note, we have some trailers that came out.
Yeah, we did.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, the reboot. That comes out in July. The trailer came out, I think, this week. Did you watch the trailer at all?
I did. I watched 30 seconds of it and I just turned it off. I was like, okay, it exists. I was like, it exists and I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they show Jennifer?
Probably gonna be a flop.
Did they show Jennifer Love Hewitt in the trailer?
Oh yeah, it was funny how they showed Freddie Prinze Jr. He talks, but the big reveal was what's her name? Jennifer
Love Hewitt. Yeah.
Love Hewitt. Yeah. They're like, we need your help. I'm paraphrasing, but then she turns and it's like her, and she's like, "Let me ask you this: what did you do last summer?" And I'm like, "Oh, this movie's gonna be so bad."
Wow, but intentionally bad. Have you seen the originals?
Yes, I saw the first one.
They're bad.
If they do that, if they are self-aware, then it'll be good. But it looks like they're going for like a serious tone.
See, I'm just remembering there was that one. There was Scream. Yeah. Then there was another one.
Oh, really?
That had the Noxzema actress in it, the Noxzema girl. She's married to McDreamy or McSteamy. I think. Oh, it had to do. It took place in the school though.
I can't remember.
And it was, but it was like like one of the first 3 movies me and your mom went to see, and they were all bad like that. They were.
Funny enough, I Know What You Did Last Summer is actually written before Scream. By the same guy.
I did know that.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed that movie. Like, I know it's not
the first one,
but it's a fun watch.
Me and your mom saw the second one at the theaters with Brandy. Brandy was in it. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't bother watching the second one.
So, yeah, that's happening.
It's gonna flop. I'm sorry. Yeah, like it's coming on July. My generation,
we're suckers for nostalgia, man.
But
you never know.
I think it's just gonna be overshadowed by the stuff in July. Even though it is a horror movie.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I didn't ask for it, and here it is. So
yeah, true.
And it's not like it's going to be as well done as the new Screams were. You know what I mean? Because those were pretty well done. So
true. Yeah.
So we'll see.
I
saw the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, and I was like, "There's another one of these."
Wait, you just saw that trailer?
I just saw that, and I was like,
"Oh, that's been out."
But I just saw it, and I was like, I feel like, why is it called Rebirth?
It's basically Jurassic Park 3, but they don't have to save a kid. Because Jurassic Park 3, remember they go back to the island because some family like crashed or whatever.
That's right.
They're going back to the original
island. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why it's called Rebirth.
So is it going to tie into the last one where like there's a plague of locusts and all that craziness?
No, it seems like it's self-sustained. Like it's just like a retrieval type. What's interesting about it, I know it's not going to be a good movie, but the director of Rogue One is doing it, and he did some horror stuff, so it's going to have a cool horror element to it. I'm pretty sure it's
Interesting. I'm not going to see it. I just sit here in amazement that we can't get a good Terminator movie, but we just keep on getting these Jurassic Park movies, man. I'm like, how is this possible? How?
There hasn't been a good Terminator movie since, what was it?
Terminator 2?
When was that? 90 something?
Yeah.
91?
Like 92, 91, 92, yeah. It was the shit, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It was very good. Yeah, Gareth Edwards is directing this.
Okay.
Who did Rogue One? Yeah. Oh, he did The Creator. Yeah, Godzilla. So it's going to be a cool creature fest.
Okay. Yeah, the monsters are going to look cool.
Well, yeah, because they have like the hybrid thing that like in development. like the failed stuffs on the island.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be like the big whoa. Because you know how every movie, you know, the first one you have the T-Rex. It's like whoa, which is cool. The first movie's actually good. Yeah. But yeah, each one they're like, we have to do a new dinosaur.
Yeah, we were bigger.
We ran out of dinosaurs.
Yeah, so now you're making up dinosaurs. Yeah, let's make them up. Yeah, like what's worse than that? Why would they even say that? You did what? What? Like,
oh yeah, it was like a T-Rex mixed with.
They're like with like a Velociraptor or something ridiculous. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But yeah,
for a tourist attraction.
Yeah, it's going to kill everything.
But I don't know. They just did that with dire wolves in real life.
They
did. No reason. So.
They really did. I was talking to your papa about that. I was like,
"Oh, did he know?"
Yeah, he knew.
He knew.
He was like, he was telling me about it. He got all excited. I was like, yeah. Like, let's just play with Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm. I heard an interesting thing that
they're bringing dodos back. They're going to replace Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken. You see the size of these dodos? KFD. Yes.
Kentucky Fried Dodo.
Dodo. KF double D. Yeah. Yeah.
There's something with the dire wolves. I think it was like dire wolves aren't as closely related to. They're more related to a certain type of dog, not a wolf.
Oh, not a wolf.
I forget what it was, but modern science they used a wolf.
Oh, and I mean Game of Thrones, so people were like, dire wolf.
Yeah,
it's gonna be 6 foot tall. Be able to ride it. They might ghost. It's gonna be called Ghost.
Like,
oh yeah, Ghost. Okay, all right. So we'll see. For real.
I saw another trailer. I forgot to bring this up.
Okay.
Paul Thomas Anderson's next movie in September.
Mm-hmm.
It's called One Battle After Another. It's starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
It's about I know. I saw she was in it.
I saw the trailer. I have no idea what the movie's about.
It's the premise is when their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunite to rescue one of their own daughters.
Is that what it's about? Wow.
Yeah, did you watch the trailer?
I did watch the trailer. I watched a real long one, actually. It was real long. I was
really?
It was crazy. But
they seem like
Benicio. Yeah. Benicio's acting up.
Mm-hmm.
Leo's acting up. It's going to be entertaining.
It will be. I think it's 3 hours though.
Ooh.
I could be wrong, but I'm like,
I feel like we're past that again. I feel like that phase has ended. The 3-hour movie, it better be. Well, it is Paul Thomas Anderson. I'm saying it gotta be Oppenheimer to be 3 hours now in my book. 3 hours is prestige for me. It can't just be like a Saturday entertainment. So we'll see.
But yeah, that's coming out. That should be good. And this isn't in development, but I heard a Jonestown series, about the Jonestown massacre.
Really?
It's being developed by Bill Hader, SNL, Barry acclaim.
Wow,
it's an HBO show.
Shit. Oh.
So.
Okay. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
You just heard about it.
It's in development.
Okay.
So, probably not to another year or two.
Okay. Yeah, that would actually. I mean, I like John Hader. John Hader?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. John Hader's Napoleon Dynamite, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Bill
Two
Hader.
very different actors.
Yeah. He's good. He's good though. What was I going to say? Did you see the trailer for Dandadan season 2?
I heard it dropped. I'm surprised it's so fast.
Hey, coming out July 3rd.
Didn't season 1 just happen?
Yeah, it just. Well, if you're looking back though, that was.
I thought that was last fall.
Yeah, it was.
That's fast. Good for them.
Yeah. So, July 3rd. I'm here for it. For those you don't know.
Dandadan.
All right. I used to call it Dandadan. It's more than that. They're in my top 3 favorite couples right now. The main pairing on Dandadan. Yeah, Dandadan. Yeah, it's an anime on Netflix. Check it out. That's all I can say. It's pretty cool. It's entertaining. Yeah, it's not fully coolly, but it's pretty cool.
I still have to watch it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I was actually really good, but and it was light. It wasn't like watching Attack on Titan or something like that. It was just, yeah, really well done, entertaining. Yeah, I was a fan.
Yeah, I've heard good things, so I'll check it out.
Have you heard anything about the new rule for the Academy Awards voting?
No.
You didn't?
No, a new rule, no.
There is a new rule in regards. You did hear about it.
Vaguely. What is it?
In regards to how you vote for nominees or how you vote on films for the Academy Awards.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have watched all the films or you can't vote. Which is like, oh, that should be a no-brainer. But all these years, people didn't have to watch all the damn movies.
Yeah, so that's been a big complaint.
That's so insane. So basically, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of movies that probably could have won, should have won, might have won, whatever. Where a certain demographic, for whatever reason, didn't watch it because it wasn't their thing.
And that's for other categories, too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
if you're not watching, if you've never even seen one movie, obviously you're not going to vote for it.
You're not going to vote for it. Like, if you're some old guy who doesn't like comic book movies, or if you're like... Because, I mean, I think it affects nominations, right?
Yeah, because...
Yeah, not just...
For nominations, there's like a huge list that's submitted. And you have to... And each... Like the DGA, the PGA, all that's the different guilds votes on what they want selected.
Okay.
And like it's the most votes are then put on the ballot pretty much.
They become the nominees, yeah.
So obviously you have 100 movies to choose from. You're probably not going to see all of them, but they do give them access. Like they send them the
screeners.
Link. Yeah, they send them the screeners. Like they send all of the screeners.
Yeah.
So they can monitor that because when you watch it, the screener goes away.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's not like, oh, you expect all these people to see these in theaters? It's like, no, you just you get the screener. Like you expect them to do your job.
Yeah. And watch them before you vote, not just go, oh, I watched that one. That one good. That one. That's because that's an issue too. Because a lot of members of the Academy are older, like retired, like they joined the Academy a long time ago. So they're definitely not watching stuff that takes them out of their comfort zone. They're really just like, I just want to eat my pudding and watch this Disney movie. They're like, yeah, but there was this amazing like Scottish animated. I just want to watch Moana too.
I ain't watching no cartoon. No. What's my grandkid?
Yeah, which one, boy? Which one you like? Okay, that's what I'm gonna vote for. Like, so it should be interesting.
I'm glad that's a new rule.
Yeah, it's a new rule. Yeah, yep. I was like, oh wow. Very progressive.
That is. I know Kristen Dunst said something around the Oscars. Like she said, "Oh yeah, I watch every movie that's nominated because I have to."
Oh wow!
Because someone had asked something. Because she's pretty outspoken about that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Or like working with. She's like, "Oh yeah, I work with women directors." Because no, I think she's like on a round table and they're like, there's just like no woman directors, and she's like, all the films I work on, it's a woman director or something like that. She's like, you have to find them.
Yeah. They're out there.
Something like that.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
It's that boys club mentality, but she pushes back. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah. Well, there is news that Thunderbolts, which comes out in 2 weeks?
No, next week.
Next week.
Next Friday, yeah. May
One
2nd?
big rumor, one small rumor. Which one do you want first?
Do the small first.
The small rumor is that there's possibly 2 post-credit scenes at the end of Thunderbolts, and the second one is extremely important to Secret War or Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, Avengers Doomsday.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, so I was already surprised. They've done a really good job at marketing Thunderbolts. I remember we talked about the idea of is it going to be significant or is it just going to be like. So that's kind of cool if it does tie into like what's coming next.
I wish they didn't say that, but that would be cool.
It leaked, but I I decided they were getting my money weeks ago. I'm happy with how they marketed it. I'm interested in the film. I feel like, and I'm hoping that it's going to be something different than what Marvel's been putting out. And yeah, I actually want to see it, and not just because it's going to tie in. That's like a bonus, but I actually just wanted to see it, which is a nice feeling.
Yeah, I just hope it's decent. The trailers aren't compelling me. I literally just have hope.
There's something about them that has me like,
really?
Just little things that I see in them. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a little bit more than what people think it's going to be, but we'll see. You want the big rumor?
Yeah, sure.
The big rumor is I'm probably going to put the band back together and go see it.
That's the big rumor.
That's the big rumor.
I thought it was like official.
And go see it with my movie going friends. We haven't done it. We haven't done it since you left, bud. So I think I'm gonna get the band back together and we're gonna go in there deep. Maybe
text them now.
Maybe introduce a new generation to how we get down. You know, I might do it small just with the OG. And do it how we used to do it.
No, I do like the 6 people.
Do you want the 6? Yeah. Are they ready? It's been a while. They ain't seen us coming in a minute.
They would appreciate it.
We're walking that thing deep. They're like, oh, it's them. It's them.
Spoiling the movie right after seeing it outside.
Because we bench more than everybody else in that theater, so we can come out and say whatever we want. So, yeah. Technically, it makes you the boss, but if you can bench press more than anybody in the room, you're the boss. That's what that means. So, so yeah, I'm gonna try to make it happen. I know the clock's ticking, but I'm gonna try to make it happen. It's been a minute. So yeah, that's the last big rumor I have.
Fun.
So, are you ready to do this?
Yeah, all news is done.
Yeah.
Now to what
what you came here to? Yeah. A little sin.
Sinners. If you live under a rock, Sinners just came out last week. Directed, written by Ryan Coogler, director of Creed, Black Panther, both Black Panthers for Station, starring Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, and a whole bunch of other people. Okay. I'm just gonna, before we jump into it, I guess I should say what it's about. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
It's okay. You're hyped. I like the passion. Go ahead.
But yeah, it's a Ryan Coogler movie, and it's like a historical drama. This is the premise. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. Okay, now before we jump into it, this will contain spoilers.
Yes.
This is going to contain spoilers, but before we spoil anything, what is your overall thoughts or rating?
I loved it. I gave it 4.5 stars. When I first left the theater, I looked to your mother and I said, "What'd you think?" She said, "I liked it." I said, "I liked it too." I said, "I'm not sure if it lived up to all the hype it's been getting, but I liked it." By the time we got to the parking lot, I've noticed I was still talking about it, and then as we were driving home, I was still talking about it. So by the time we got home, after like 15 minutes, I was like, yeah, it's good. I was like, it was really good. I was like, and everything that people have said about it, all the things that everybody else loved about it, I loved. Yeah, I'll stop right there. What were your thoughts?
Same. I give this an easy 9 out of 10. And I know that will go up the more I see it. I like when I finished, I was like, I liked it. It was good. I was like, that was a good movie. And I was like, it's been a minute since an original movie, not based on a book, not based on a superhero, like no IP, an original work has came out and had this much traction and praise. It's been probably since Everything Everywhere all at once. That was 2 years ago. Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
That's probably the most recent movie
that had this much heat. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, 9 out of 10. But the more I thought about it, and then just being on the internet and seeing everyone else talk about it, and every time I see another ad for it, I'm like, I need to see this again.
Yeah,
and I'm liking it more and more. Not even seeing it
again. It makes me want to see it again.
Yes.
Initially, your mother and I said we'll watch it when it comes out on streaming, and now I definitely am going to see it again. I want to see it again in the theater.
Yes. Yeah, like I'm gonna make an effort. Like I'm not gonna watch newer stuff until I can see this.
Yeah, until you can see it again. Yeah. What did you see it in IMAX?
No, I wasn't able to. So the second time my viewing, I'm gonna see an IMAX.
I saw it in PLX. Is that what it's called? PLK?
Yeah, you said I never heard of that. I don't know. Yeah,
I looked it up when I was buying the tickets. It had a one-time regular screen.
Yeah.
Another time, a better time in this other PLX or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that said it was a wider format.
Okay.
So it's probably not as big as IMAX, but I'm guessing it fits because they filmed it on
they filmed it in 70 millimeter IMAX,
which
which is the same thing Oppenheimer was shot on. Christopher Nolan and his wife, even Hope Coogler.
Yeah, they consulted with him. Yeah, he talked to him.
Which that's just not to get into the specs. It's just really big, a really big screen.
Yeah, it's meant to be seen big.
It's meant to. Don't watch this on your phone. Don't wait till this is on TV. This is supposed to be seen in a theater, especially with the sound going on too. Fun fact though, there's only 11 true IMAX theaters in the whole world.
Really?
Like true IMAX.
True IMAX. Yeah. Wow.
Like I mean, go see an IMAX, obviously. But like this true, like huge,
gigantic.
Yeah, there's only 11.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, go see in theaters.
So I'm gonna try to do this in a way where we're not all over the place, but this movie makes it
now
really
we can
hard
spoil it
because so much of this movie, like if you go see it. Like I talked to your grandparents and they go see it, so they're going to go see it.
They need to see it, yeah.
If you go see it just on a surface level, let me speak on this.
Well, I will say,
okay, go ahead.
The movie is so good because everything's working together. So I get where you're saying it's hard to stay focused.
Yeah,
the direction's amazing, the acting, the cinematography, the music—it's all working in tandem.
Yes.
So it's just hard to pinpoint what worked, what didn't work for you, because it's all working so well. So it makes it great.
I agree. All right. So from Dusk Till Dawn comparisons. Let me just get that out the way now.
Okay.
Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez, 1996, whatever. You have this Quentin wrote it, Rodriguez directed. That's what they always say now, and I swear to you, back then they said one directed, one half, one directed. They said that. I read that, but now that's not what anyone says. But anyways, starts as a crime drama, halfway through, abrupt cut. Now it's this vampire movie. So there's constantly, no matter who you talk to or what you watch, somebody always mentions From Dusk Till Dawn. Okay, that's fine because the same thing happens in this movie. It starts off as like this drama, and then abruptly, halfway through, boom, there's some vampires. That's as far as the comparison goes. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Coogler even said he was influenced by that. He mentioned a whole lot of things he was influenced by. Yeah, that was one of them.
Yes. Well,
that's nothing new.
So I just want people to know that, like, they'll be like,
I'm just saying to the people, like,
So it was one of his influences.
Yeah, like that, Salem's Lot, like any and every vampire thing, like pretty much. But From Dusk Till Dawn was a big influence.
He was influenced by bad guys. That cartoon. But did you even say that?
No, it was Puss in Boots.
Was it Puss in Boots? Yeah, Puss in Boots. You're right.
Yeah, that was.
But so that's as far as the comparison goes with From Dusk Till Dawn. Now this movie, all right, like I said, on the surface level, you can go in and you can be entertained just by what it is on paper, what it says on paper. But there's so much going on with the music, with the acting. Like, it's just, the only reason I didn't give it 5 out of 5 stars is because I don't even know why I didn't. Honestly, I had a reason.
I feel that too.
I had a reason, but now I'm like,
I know.
But
it's more like a personal reason for me, I think.
I would have. If it was February, I'd have gave it 5 out of 5.
Oh yeah.
But
I would do it.
But it was, I mean, I guess all I can say is how it made me feel. Like your mom said it best. Like the juke joint scenes. Your mom was like,
"Yeah." Before we get into that, before we get into the juke joint scene,
okay, yeah, because it's go ahead.
That is the scene.
It is. It really is.
There's so much going on. This isn't just a vampire movie. If you haven't seen it by now, yes, vampires is the villain, the horror aspect, but it's not just a horror movie. It's a historical drama. It's a blues musical. It's all these things going on, and it's very layered. It's just and yes, there is that abrupt switch, but it works, and they do it seamlessly. Like like the first hour is just this drama setting up the characters and everything. So when the horror does happen and people start dying, you're like, oh, this sucks, because you just spent an hour and a half falling in love with these people.
Yeah. They give you
this environment.
There are 4 women of significance in this film. Really 3.5, I guess. Like, and I think I love them all. I think I love them all. I do. I think I was just like, oh, I think I love her. Like, seriously, like, it was,
the acting is,
the
acting's good. Like,
and
what were you saying?
You go ahead.
With the woman, first with the acting, I'll start with Michael B. Jordan. I'll admit, going into this movie was one of my most anticipated movies. I think it was like my number 2. So I'm glad it lived up to the hype, but I was nervous going in because of Michael B. Jordan.
Being Michael B. Jordan,
and he had to be 2 characters.
Yeah, as Michael B. Jordan.
As Michael B. Jordan, I was like, I've never seen Michael B. Jordan not be Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But man, this is his best performance.
Yeah, because neither one of them dudes was Michael B. Jordan. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, I honestly, this might sound crazy. By the end, I was like, oh yeah. That was the same guy.
That's the same guy. Like, it got to the point, like, because, they start you off red hat, blue hat, tweed suit, slick suit, smoker, not smoker. Yeah. But by the time they're at the juke joint, you can just tell when he speaks.
Yeah, he does a lot of,
you can just tell by his demeanor,
things.
like his demeanor, just like
his face,
I love,
how he reacts.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, he was able to make them very distinct.
Yeah. That was my only nitpick. Okay, here's what it was. It's going to sound absurd. Being a smoker. Being a smoker. The first scene when they show him and his brother rolls a cigarette for him and he hands it to him and then he takes it. Real slick because it's the same dude. But there was a millisecond where I was like, that took too long. Like, I was because it was, you know what I mean? They had to edit it. But there was a millisecond.
Oh, really? I wrote that scene down because, first of all, that's the first shot we see the twins. We see Michael B. Jordan, and I was like, that was just them flexing because it is a panning shot.
Yeah,
with the same actor, and he hands himself an object as the camera's moving.
Hands it back,
and he hands it back, and I'm like, they're just showing off.
Yeah, but see, that's so funny because for me as a smoker, I know I honestly, literally, when he did it, I went.
What was too long? What are you saying was too long?
The handoff was too long. Both times, the process of doing that, because I've done it 1,000 times, but so I literally like.
No, that is an epic.
For me, it was like, I went, and then when he handed me back, I went, and I was like, okay, but it was just like, I don't know, it was just a tick. It was a tick.
Yeah. Okay.
Too long for me as a smoker. But anyways, that was literally my only nitpick of the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
So the half a millisecond it took him to hand him the cigarette that he shouldn't have taken. But other than that,
I can't think of anything like that. No. But yeah, that fun fact, Smoke, the one that he hands him the cigarette with.
Yeah.
He I guess spoiler, like at the end. He can never roll his own cigarette.
He can't roll his own cigarette. That was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking. When he was trying to do it, I was just like, his brother rolls his cigarettes for him. I was just like, damn it. Damn it. Like,
Going back to the acting. You have Haley Steinfeld, Wani Masaku as Annie. I think she stole the show.
But
and yeah. Like also I've
Perlene.
seen, You don't see
Pearline.
like Pearline. I forget her name, but
Yeah.
But Delroy Lindo, Miles Canton as Sammy, this is his first ever movie.
Ever movie.
Actually, he probably stole the show.
I lied to you. Hey, but
they say the truth hurts.
Oh,
so
I lied to you. Yeah.
I said, that's a bar.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was listening to that at the gym today. Just so you know, like I was just like,
good.
I was like, mercy.
Yeah.
And hey, can I talk about Delroy for a second?
Yeah.
Because before I saw it, I was watching a review. It was spoiler free. And I was like, I'll watch this. And the guy started talking about Delroy. And he even said, and I told your mom, I like basically said what the dude said. I was like, you know, these older actors you don't see as often. They show up and stuff. And a lot of times they can just phone it in.
Yeah.
Delroy did not phone that shit in. No. He came with it. He came with it like he was still prime. You know what I mean? Like he came with it like it was back in Malcolm X 1992. He came with. I'm serious, bud. I was like, look at Delroy just doing his thing.
He was good.
Drinking and talking shit and playing the piano. I was just like, oh, this movie.
One of my favorite scenes is when he's talking about his friend in the car.
He couldn't get some of it out.
Yeah. And I really liked it too because instead of showing us it, they had the sound.
Yes. You could hear the audio
what happened
underneath their conversation. Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
But he was very well and he did a very good job.
Yeah.
And I know next Oscars, it's early to talk about the Oscars, but they're doing the Best Casting Award. That's a new one. This probably what a moment it would be if this is the first movie to win that award.
I mean, it could happen easy. Yeah. Because everybody in that movie brought it. Everybody in the movie brought it. You know, all the way down to cornbread. They all brought it.
I know. So, cornbread.
He said, that's it. Us motherfuckers great.
His elbow to his hip. I'm like, he's ridiculous.
Cornbread.
Yeah, surprisingly, this movie was funny too at parts. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. It was terrifying, but it was funny at a lot of moments.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the villain Remick.
I know. His river dancing self. I said this dude. I would have liked a little bit more on his backstory.
Really, I thought we got enough.
I just want to know where the hell he came from. I know he's Irish.
He's probably 1,000 years old.
Yeah, I think so.
He is. So. I mean, he's talked about the Christians coming and changing his people. He's thousands of years old.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he did say that. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked how he just like basically once they found him, he knew they had him because he knew they had to come out sooner or later. Not like once it was like terror. He just knew these motherfuckers are gonna go home. We're gonna sit out here. All we need to do is get one. And I was just like, damn, like, yeah.
But I really liked. Like we talked about him being Irish, but the movie could have did a very simple thing: is white people bad, vampires, right?
Yeah,
like vampires are the white people. It's bad, but they didn't do that.
They didn't do that,
You know, because Remick, the head vampire, you know, he has a very good selling point.
Oh yeah, he just won them all. We're just all of us.
We're all gonna be equal.
Yeah.
Spread the love.
Yeah.
And when they even tried to relate and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, you got guy you bought this off of? Yeah, like even that. Yeah.
So it'd be hard to turn down that offer.
Well, he's played some good roles. I looked up his stats. He's legit. He's legit.
Yeah, Jack O'Connell is his name.
Yeah, he's legit. He's scary.
Yeah, but they didn't do just a basic villain. They made it complex and everything.
Yeah. How many times do you think Josh Allen's seen this movie? I mean, you know, his fiance
probably caught a screener before.
He got a little screener.
Yeah,
he was at the premiere. I thought that was strange, but you know, he probably busy. He's at the gym. Got me. Yeah.
back-to-back MVPs. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. He threw the deep ball this year, baby.
That's back-to-back MVP. He has to win MVP, win the Super Bowl MVP. So she stays.
So she stays.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, because her first opening like sentence, I was like, "Oh wow, well you're something, aren't you?" I was like, "You got a dirty mouth." Wow. I was like, "Wow." Yeah. She was good.
Was very sexual, not very with Haley Steinfeld's.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say sexual, but it was like a steam.
No,
it wasn't even like not to be PC. It wasn't like the male gaze type of sexuality either.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Male gaze, where it's like obviously directed by a man. It's like, the woman's naked for no reason.
Okay.
Example, scene with Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy and the girl Pearline.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet every lady in that theater was like, ooh.
I was like,
what I mean?
I said, yeah, boy.
But like any other movie, it would not have been that. Yeah, it would have been him like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, you're right. No, I do know what you're saying. What you're saying. Yeah,
a sexual movie, but not.
Yeah,
but not your blatant.
Yeah, just blatantly sexual, overtly sexual. Yeah. I guess I don't want to say it was more sensual. That sounds crazy, but it was. I get what you're saying though. Yeah, but there was definitely a sexual undertone to a lot of it, but it worked.
Which works because it works. Vampire's whole origin.
Yeah. Because I mean, I think I told you I loved the both scenes when Smoke and Stack were confronted by the women that they loved, and they both had to admit that they loved them, and how the way they both handled it. That shit was. Loved it.
Both of them were great scenes.
Both of them, but both of them.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Say it? I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Smoke was like, I love you. And I miss you.
I love you.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Stack said, he said, I love you. We want me to say I love you. Think about you every day. I said, this motherfucker, man. She had that one tear run down her face.
I know. I said, what? She can do that?
Yeah, right? She can do that?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was that movie, man. Yeah, it's... So can we talk about the juke joint? Wait, what? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to talk about the music, then the juke joint.
Yeah, music. Okay, talk about the music.
So I'm hearing like common thing is going into this movie, they didn't realize it was going to be this heavy on blues. They really didn't advertise that.
Yeah, they didn't.
But wow, this pays a big respect to the blues and just like how important it is, and the soundtrack reflects that
to the culture.
To the culture, how important it is. So the soundtrack reflects it, but it adds like a modern twist at times. The guy that did this, Ludwig Garrison. If you don't know who that is, he's a Swedish man. Him and Coogler went to USC together.
I think that dude's like from another planet.
He has to, because he did Black Panther, Oppenheimer, Mandalorian.
He's Swedish. He's the whitest white man on the planet.
Yes.
They're
like, doing these movies.
They're like, if he's black, if we're doing something black, we want him to do the score. What? They're like, yeah, he's the one.
Well,
he's the one.
He really just like studies like the culture he's making the movie for.
Yeah. And he worked on the Creed soundtrack. You said that too, right? Creed 2?
Oh, I did not say Creed, but yeah, Creed. Like he's done every Coogler movie.
Yeah,
they were friends at USC. They met.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. That's what you were saying before I cut you off. Sorry.
Like he's probably the best in the game working right now.
Yeah,
this is gonna give him his third Oscar. So just
he's just look, the music in this movie. Your Uncle Jason calls me after he saw it. And he's like, bro,
I didn't know he saw it.
He's all about his music. This is the man who told me he can see music. I said, okay, bro. I said, okay, bro. All right. And he means it. I'll call him right now and say,
I know.
Bro, can you see music? He'll be like, yes, I can see me. I was like, okay. But he told me, he said, bro, the music, he said, it made you like, he said, I lost myself while I was watching it. Like I was so into it. Like you wanted to be there. And I was like, damn, bro. All right. He's like, you don't understand.
Yeah, you wanted to be It made you want to be in 1932 Mississippi.
Yeah.
Who wants to be there?
Nobody wants to be there. There wasn't no polyester blends. There wasn't no AC. Like, no, but I'm just acting up. But but he said, I said it's like an energy, and he said, yeah, like you can feel it. So then, like what I told you, what your mama said. She said she wanted to be at it. Wish I could go to a juke joint.
Yeah.
I said, you'd have been just like, what was her name? Annie?
Mary.
I'd have been, you'd have been just, that was Haley Stansfield character, Mary? Yeah. I said, that'd have been you. They'd have been like, Mary, is that you, girl? You'd have been like, cornbread. I said, that 100%.
I know that
mom.
Yeah.
100%.
I know.
Would have been in there talking crazy, too. I'm like, what, girl? So, yeah.
That leads, the music and all that leads us to the juke joint scene. I think this is the defining scene of the movie. It doesn't.
Indubitable.
How do I say it? This isn't like, oh, this is the only reason why the movie's good. Clearly, it's not.
No, that's not why. But it's.
But this. Oh yeah, this just is so much.
Like.
It'll be studied. It's going to be studied.
Yeah. For one, that's a wonder, isn't it? That shot's a wonder.
It is a wonder.
So tell him what a wonder is. Baby, it's just tell him.
A wonder is supposedly it's made to look like one shot. No cuts.
So when you see this shot, it's like that's a fucking wonder.
Mm-hmm. And they do a lot.
By the time he's like this. I had my hand up. I was like, "Good God, this scene is just like, oh,
yeah, And it's not like, oh, it's just a wonder. Why are you guys hyping it up? It's it takes you through time. Yeah, you're seeing all these different cultures. Time.
Yeah, like it's
the music's blending. With the times it's going in.
But so I'm doing my thing at the gym today, and I got that song playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like basically in between sets, and it gets to that part where the time travel starts.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way I can put it. And I just like stopped what I was doing just to like listen to it, and I could literally fucking see it. I could see it like in my head. What I just seen at the theater, I could see it like this is hip hop. This is this is blues. This is back to the mother. You know what I mean? Like it was just like there was so much going on underneath that. Like it was
there's a lot going on. It was very powerful, and it's like it serves a purpose. Like you said, it resonates with you.
Yes.
Which you're watching it and you're like levitating.
Yes.
That's literally what the head vampire is seeing. They're showing you.
That's
like,
what he was. Yes.
Yeah, it's like you know how you feel right now.
Yes.
This is why. Remick wants Sammy.
He's like Miles. He's like, you're the one, not Miles. Whatever.
Sammy.
You're the one that brought me here. Like. Yeah, because he burnt the whole fucking thing down,
and then it pans back down, and they're dancing around fire. What is going on?
Yes, buddy. Yes, and those three are standing there just looking at him, and then the next shot, the building's still fine. You're like, I was just like,
it's all, what they're feeling.
Yeah, like like gosh, man,
everyone in that building. Yeah, it was very well done. And that's like just one of the scenes. Yeah, very creative. Like this is how movies should be.
Yes, they should make you feel.
Make you feel and just doing something new.
Yeah, and just so you people know, if we're still allowed to pick a song in a week. Yeah, that's what it would be this week. Just so you know,
it's a good song too.
Yeah, it was, and then like even like Pearline. Her song when she was stomping, I said, "Baby, that's the club right there." Your mom was like, "Mm-hmm." I was like, "That's how I made on a good night."
Getting down.
Everybody was, boom, boom. I was like, yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. This is probably the worst review anybody's ever given. We're just like, yeah, oh my god.
No, it's it's good.
Yeah,
like this doesn't convince you to see it yet.
Yeah, people, don't waste your time. I know we spoiled the whole damn movie, but you're still gonna feel it. You'll be waiting for the parts.
Talk about specific things that happen.
That's true.
Believe it or not,
that's true.
Like plot points.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true because the way the movie opens and the way it ends and all that stuff, we left that out. So yeah. But if just people
like even with
see it,
like the final scene with Smoke. I guess this is spoiling the plot, but
Yeah.
I got like Django vibes from that.
Yeah. You're not the only person that said that. Yeah, you got Django
I was
vibes.
like, oh, this is this is Tarantino influence.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I liked it. And then when he sees his wife,
Bud,
he looks over with the baby.
You know me.
Oh, I know. Oh, you cried.
I went, damn it.
Yeah.
I went, damn it.
Go back. Look at Michael B. Jordan's face.
Yeah.
Like when he realizes it's her. I'm like,
yeah, that shit was so heavy.
In him. I didn't know he had it in him. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, bud, he was just like, look, I knew it must have been. I knew that movie had to be fire when Dominique wrote her review, and I said, "You literally told me you don't like Michael B. Jordan. Like she's told me to my face she does not like him as an actor, and said because he's always Michael B. Jordan. That's what she said. And so I read that review, was like, oh, this shit has to be good because Dom be hating on Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. I was like, it has to be.
It has to.
So, but yeah, when
I
he
have
looked
yet
over,
to hear someone not like it. So,
but if they don't like it,
yeah,
right,
I would like. Honestly, I'm not gonna pull that card, but
yeah, okay.
But I am going. I will. I am pulling the card. I'm like,
I will. Yeah,
you're not liking it because it's getting this much praise, and it stars a certain demographic of people. That's literally because it is not a bad movie.
No, it's a great movie.
Yeah,
but
you might not love it.
Yeah,
but it's not a bad movie.
Well, I actually did think to myself when I was watching it, maybe when it was over, I thought, because there's always that equation on what makes a black film. Like once there's however many black people, it becomes a black film, you know, and then that immediately starts to push certain people away for whatever reason. But then I thought to myself as I was, it was while I was watching, like, no, this movie's too dope. And then I was like, so is it that there aren't enough dope black films being made? Or is it just people's inherent bias that keeps them away? Or is it a combination of both? That's all. You don't have to answer that question. But those were the thoughts that I was having. Because, like, this movie is undeniable. Yeah. Like, the fact that people are like, vampires.
Best movie of the year so far.
Yeah.
If it will be topped.
Yeah. The thing that might keep people away, honestly, which sounds crazy, is that they might not be into vampires.
No, honestly, I think that's I'm thinking the opposite. I think it's going to be they want the vampires, and they're like, why am I not getting vampires till 90 minutes in? Or vampire stuff happening.
Yeah.
They're like, I wanted a horror movie.
Yeah, well, because it ain't that. Yeah, like the fact that it's like Spike Lee said, it's not a horror movie. It's not by any means. And this is for me because I'm a bitch when it comes to horror movies.
It's a suspenseful movie.
I knew it was going to be good. But your mom had like 3 jump scares though, which surprised me because I didn't. And she said she jumped like 3 times.
There were there were a couple.
But man, his fucking mojo. She said, I could talk about
there's a lot. Yeah, you could. There's a lot to it. Definitely deserves to be watched.
I just watched it. We'll talk after the fact because I just watched another video that pointed out some stuff I missed, and I was like, "Oh, this movie."
Yeah, I definitely need to watch it.
I was like, "This movie, man." It's like, damn. So yeah, one more time, people. If you haven't seen Sinners, go see Sinners in the theater. For real, it is. Right now, it is everything. For real.
Yeah.
For real.
So here's a question for you.
And there's 2 post-credit scenes. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
Here's a question for you. So not too long ago, we ranked movies essential to the culture. We did a Mount Rushmore. Since seeing Sinners, does that change your Mount Rushmore?
Oh yeah.
This just really okay. I know it just came out. So
no, because we'll talk about it because it takes the last spot. What is the last spot in Mount Rushmore? It's basically Progress.
Yeah.
And Sinners, I mean, so we'll stop talking about the movie for a minute and talk about the deal, right?
Deal, not just that, but we talked about the deal last week. But in 25 years, Coogler owns it.
Yeah, and he got percentage on gross. So he's getting money off of what he's making right now, not what they're making at what they make profit. He's getting money off of right now. That's bananas. Yeah. So, and just
also, like you said, Progress. The actor that played Cornbread, he said, he's from Mississippi. He said his like dad or his granddad was a sharecropper and stuff. It just shows you how far like we've come, where he's able to play a sharecropper and talk to his granddad about what it was like.
That's deep.
So he said there's still a lot to happen, but just in 90 years.
Look, and you know what's funny? I talked to my man Dills Dave today, and when his dad, smartest man I know, when his dad retired, he went and got a job at the gas station down the street just for something to do. It had the illest deal ever. I don't do paperwork. They made up a shift for him, so he wouldn't have to do it. He would just show up for like 4 hours, pump gas, and go home. Just because he was bored.
Yeah.
So I'd go out there and get gas, and he'd tell me, "Don't take no wooden nickels."
I remember
and
that.
I've told you this. So we're watching Centers. They pull out a wooden nickel, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
like, cause I was just like, "What the what?" I was
thought
like,
that too.
I went, babe, Mr. Moore. I was like, "Wow, who the fuck knew, man?
Yeah,
who knew?" So yeah. Everybody's like, "What's he talking about?" But I don't know. You gotta see a movie.
You just gotta see the movie,
and you had to know Mr. Moore, I guess. But yeah.
And here's another question for you. So Coogler's obviously good at writing villains. Killmonger, Namor. Now this Remick vampire. Where's he stand? Villains all time list. Is he up
cinematically?
There? Yeah, cinematically. Yeah, cinematically.
Well, they killed Killmonger. I don't think he wanted him to. His Namor was the shit. I would watch a movie just about Remick prior to this movie. I would, if Coogler was directing it, or if somebody good was directing it.
Yeah,
and it wasn't just a horror movie. It was like Remick, like making it. I mean, because being a vampire is cool, but you see, he was almost dead when the first time you see him. Like, so it's
by the Choctaw,
the Choctaw. So which
funny is they were like, "Hey, have you seen this?" To the white lady. Hey, have you seen this guy? He's bad news. Oh no, we haven't.
No,
like,
we haven't. They're like,
okay, good luck.
They're like, the guy showed up and said Choctaw are after me. They're like, there are no Choctaw around there. They're like, yeah, they've been chasing me for a while. Like a while. And then the Choctaw show up and they're like, oh, we better protect him. We better protect him. Like, no, they're like, he's a bad guy.
Yes. Well, yeah. Two cool things about that scene. One, first time we see Remick, it's a shot of him falling. Fallen angel.
Yeah, right. Ooh, get him.
Because he's the devil. He's the devil.
Yeah, get him.
He's fallen. And then another thing I just heard today was Remick calls the Choctaw by their proper name. He calls them Choctaw. And then the people he's talking to calls them whatever slur. And then he notices the hood on the table. And then he calls them by that name that they call him.
Yeah, he knows how to finesse them.
Yes.
He knows how to finesse people. Yeah. Did you notice the buzzards landed on their house when the Choctaw rode away?
Oh.
Yeah, they landed on the roof. Yeah. They only eat dead things. So
yeah.
So
yeah, very a lot of Easter eggs.
So villains wise though, I mean,
it's compelling.
We're gonna remember this fool. I mean, I was singing his damn song.
I know, an Irish jig.
Yeah, I was like, he had the motherfuckers out there dancing in a circle. I was like, I've been right there with
getting you hyped. Yeah,
like, yeah, we both about to have a good time tonight.
People said Michael B. Jordan looked like he was about to run out the tunnel for a football game.
He was all hyped up.
At an Irish jig.
Oh my gosh, yeah, man. And they were funny though when they returned because they weren't like Remick. He like knew what was up. They'd be like, the one dude was like, "Come on, baby, I got the car."
Yeah, he's all smooth too.
Yeah, he's like, "I got the car, baby." She was like,
she's like, "Yeah, do you not see?" He
was like, "Oh, he's just hungry." I said, "Hey, wow, that is not going to work, bro." Like they're just so bad at it. It's funny, yeah. But yeah, man, yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably go see it again. I'm gonna sucker somebody into going to see it with me. I'll take your grandma. She'll be like, "Matthew, what is this?" I'll be like, "Mom, no, you like it? Stop." Like, I'm gonna cover her eyes when he's with Pearline now. I'll be like, "Mom, you can't watch this." It's a girl.
Pearline. Oh yeah, Pearline. It's a Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld.
I know.
That scene. I said. There's multiple times I was like, "What? Are you doing this?"
Did you notice in the post-credit scene what he named his club.
Yeah, Perlene.
I said, yeah, you never forget, boy. You never forget. So yeah, man.
Good movie.
Yeah, Sinners. A sinner sin. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it this week again.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah. It really is. It really is. Like, yeah, and you know what? Not to hype up another podcast, but Mark Bernardin, of Fat Man Beyond, Batman Beyond,
Fat Man Beyond.
Fat Man Beyond. Yeah, Fat Man Beyond. Yeah, I haven't listened to it in so long. Well, this week's episode is just him. There's no Kevin Spacey.
So Kevin Smith? What are you saying?
Geez, I'm all fucked up. Kevin Smith. Jeez. So he says, yeah, I know. Sorry about that. So when Kevin Smith isn't there, it's called Black Man Beyond. Oh. And this week he's talking about Sinners. So I think I want to listen to it. I want to hear what and that's the thing about this movie. I want to hear what everybody has to say about it. Yes. I keep watching videos because I want to hear people talk about it. Like, I'm just like, yes, like, me too. Yes. Because everybody's just like, well. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you ain't ever seen this before. Yeah. So take our word for it, people.
Yeah. Also, like, we forgot to say this. This is Coogler's first movie, also not based on IP. So it's really interesting. He is a certified filmmaker, obviously very good. It's just crazy to see this. His fifth movie is his first original work.
Yeah,
and you're finally like, oh man, like the sky's the limit.
Yeah, you're good. He's just that good.
Yeah, he's just that good.
He's just that good. The lady was like, they gave you $90 million. And I'm like, why do you keep saying that? Like, they gave him Endgame money. Like, I'm like, they gave him $90 million. I was like, And they made their money back probably tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, they're
so yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, and they're like,
they're very the media is very the media is very weird with how they're talking about this movie. It's they're definitely being pro studio, pro corporate to be.
Yes, it's
because
weird.
of the deal.
This deal. And he said, the video I watched of him recently, the interview he had, he was real calm about it. He was just like, well, he basically said I'm gonna fuck it up because he was super humble. He was super professional about how he talked about it. Where I'd have been like, bitch, I ain't new. But he was like, I've been in the industry for a while now. And he was just saying, this isn't actually a new thing. These deals have occurred in the past. He's like, I'm not the first person. So that was his whole thing. Like, he was like, I have my thoughts on why everyone has an opinion about me getting it. He said, but I'll keep those to myself. He was like, I have my thoughts. He said, well, what are your thoughts? And he said, I will keep those to myself. And I was like, yeah, because he knows why, but he knows he can't just be like. So he's being very diplomatic about something that he shouldn't even have to explain.
These deals have happened before.
Yeah,
it's just.
And all the other students are looking at Warner Brothers like, why would you do this? He's like, they were like, we did it. We're going to make a shit ton of money off of this movie for 25 years. And then his grandkids are going to get to reap the benefits of it. Like that's what's going to happen. Well, Coog's younger than me. He's not even 40.
He's 38.
All right.
Or 36. Michael B. Jordan's 38. That was very surprising.
That's what. Wow. Yeah. He's been busy.
He's been around for a while.
Been busy. Yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Sinners.
Yeah. Go check it out. That's all I have, though.
Yeah. I mean, One Piece is still killing it. I'll talk about Naruto for 2 seconds. I did that little mini rewatch of Naruto this week. I told you about it. Yes, Naruto is still my beloved. Just watching 7 episodes reminded me of why I fell in love with it. And it reminded me of It reminded me of your childhood, bud. That's what it does. It does. Like I see Jiraiya and Naruto, and I'm like, yeah, that's how we used to roll. That's how we used to roll, But yeah. But other than that, that's really all I had. Go see Sinners. Until next time.
And next episode we'll be talking about Andor. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I gotta watch Andor. But I gotta start it.
Yeah. I watched Andor. You better start it. And hell, next episode we'll be talking about Thunderbolts probably too. So and to those who know, this marks 2 years that my man's been out there in LA doing this thing. So big up, bud. 2 years in the books. Good for you.
Goes by fast.
Proud of you. So until next time, he's Son.
And he's Pops.
And thank you for listening. Be kind to each other.
It's Son and Pops.